Hi guys, today I would like to start off by asking you guys, would you ever let your children be vaccinated? Vaccinations have been a huge part of modern medicine, and yet there's so much controversy that surrounds it. Parents today are opting out of the option of vaccinating their children, and this is proving to be more and more dangerous. Many people think that it's dangerous because some of their children still receive side effects after vaccinations, but this is simply not the case. Today, I want to explain why vaccinations are important and why you should be receiving them. Now, to first understand why we should be taking vaccinations, it's important to understand what vaccinations are, what are its benefits, and what happens if you don't get your vaccinations on time. After researching this topic for a while now, I've understood the importance of vaccinations in our health and in the health of our loved ones. So what exactly is a vaccine? The website vaccine.gov explains that it is a substance that is used to stimulate the production of antibodies and provide immunity against one or several diseases. It is prepared from the causative agent of a disease, its product, or a synthesis substitute treated to act as an adjutant without inducing the disease. So what does this all mean? It means that a vaccine is made up of small or dead cells of the bacteria that causes the disease. So this is actually more helpful as your body is introduced to dead cells, so it's not as strong. So your immune system still forms antibodies, so if you were ever to be introduced to this disease, you would already have it pre-programmed in your body, and so you would fight it without receiving the side effects or symptoms of death and other dangerous things. So now we understand what a vaccine is. Let's see how it works. So here I have a needle, and just like I explained, it's filled with the dead cells or weak cells, and it's injected into the body. Your white blood cells get a hold of this and then begin to program and create antibodies. So if you were ever introduced to this disease, you would be able to fight it. So what were to happen if you didn't get a vaccine? So there was a study done where one teen went to the Netherlands and she caught measles. And when she came back, other people got infected who didn't have the vaccination for measles. Now, this could have all been prevented if, one, she had the measles vaccination and went to the Netherlands, and even if she was exposed there, she would be able to fight it. And now when she came back here and she had it within her, other people who didn't have the vaccination also got sick. Now, measles is very highly airborne and it's very contagious. So if you do not have the vaccine, it's pretty hard to avoid it. Now, in an ideal world, everyone would have a vaccination. And so in this situation, no one would get sick. But sadly, that's not the case. So that is why I'm advocating for vaccinations. Now, what were to happen if you just never received a vaccination? Well, just like the scenario I explained before, this would just progressively get worse to the point where it become an epidemic, which happened before we had vaccinations. So like polio and other deadly diseases used to ravish entire countries, cities, and kill off many people. But what many people don't realize today is that vaccinations have prevented this, and we have eliminated a lot of deadly diseases. So if you didn't get your vaccinations, we'd probably have a lot more flus going around that were deadly and more like the Black Plagues and such things like that. Now, there's different sides to this story. There are people who do receive vaccinations and do get sick from it, but what they experience are mild symptoms of this disease. So let's say I got the measles vaccination. If I were to receive symptoms, it would probably be a fever, a small rash, and that's nothing compared to the actual measles disease, which is far more deadly, and it causes extreme nausea, vomiting, things like that. So why does this happen? So in a vaccination, it can't be 100% perfect. It can never work 100% perfectly. So usually in that one or two dead cells that were inside the vaccine, it may be stronger. So in this case, that strong bacteria goes into your body, and your immune system has to fight it as if you were experiencing the disease. But again, this is a very small portion, so again, it's not as strong as if you were to experience the disease on full blast. Now, in conclusion, vaccinations, again, are the pathogens that are either dead or weakened that go inside your body, so it helps your immune system create antibodies. And receiving vaccinations helps not only you, not your loved ones, and also your community. So if everyone were to receive a vaccination, we wouldn't have as many diseases as we do today. Thank you.